Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Watts. Today I'm going to give you 4 quick tips to instantly improve your short-term rental photography. Short-term rental photography is just like real estate photography in that we're trying to show off the space as much as possible for the people who are potentially going to rent. When they go onto VRBO or they go onto Airbnb, they're looking at all these listings and they want to get a sense of what they're going to rent from the host. Typically, a great way to do this is by taking a master shot of the interior that can show off as much as possible in one shot. Now, my next tip is going to be, don't be afraid to get a little creative with your shots. Getting creative with your shots could lead to more revenue for the host, which could then lead to more referrals for you and your business. How can you do this? Well, not all your shots have to be 5 feet tall with your tripod fully extended. Sometimes it works to bring your tripod down a little bit so that way it's closer to the furniture. By doing this, it makes the image a little bit more inviting, as if the viewer is actually there watching something on the TV. Another way to get creative with your shots is to center your tripod with your subject. Instead of always doing your shots from the side of the room or from the door frame, sometimes centering your subject for a one-point perspective is a good idea. The key to this is symmetry. To have a nice looking shot, you want everything balanced, centered to your subject and to the room. That's not going to work for me. Now, my next tip is going to be, are window pulls really necessary? I'd say for houses that don't have a view, probably not. Those that have broken down houses or maybe a broken down vehicle right outside the window, those aren't nice views that you want to be looking at when you're going through a short-term rental listing. Now, when it comes to houses that do have a nice view, maybe there's a sunset or there's a pool right outside the window, of course, for those, you would want to do a window pull, and so I would like to show all the way through. But in cases like these where there's no great view, for those, I like to professionally blow those out. Now, the last tip I'm going to give are about the amenities. Now, the short-term rental hosts, usually they spend a lot of time trying to find a lot of different amenities that match a certain style when it comes to their listing. Little things like this, they all add up to an overall listing and a certain style that hosts try to go for when they're listing their short-term rentals on, say, Airbnb or VRBO, because listings with style usually attract more attention compared to those who have basic setups, and so therefore it's not really that appealing compared to something that has a little bit more of its own uniqueness to it. So what I like to do is, with a 50mm, I'll go ahead and just open up a lot of the cabinets, like these right here. They have some nice plates and bowls. At a shallow depth of field, I'll go ahead and just focus in. Sometimes using a manual focus to focus when using a shallow depth of field to help out. And then what else I like to do is take a couple detail shots of, say, some of this nice little decorations right there. Open up a few of their drawers, their silverware. Usually a nice little detail shot of these, maybe some pots and pans. Let's see here, there we are. Stuff like this, it adds up quite nicely, and it really doesn't take that much of your time. For me, it only takes about 5 minutes to go and go through the entire house, capture some nice decorations. And aside from that, it really adds to the listing, and hosts tend to like this type of stuff. And so for me, I just include it into my packages. And what's been a nice generator for me is getting referrals from all these hosts, as everything that I do is all word of mouth. Now here's a pro tip. I know I said 4 of them, but here's a 5th. If you want to have an enjoyable shooting experience, I'd recommend coming in. If there's no other host around or some owner around, I like to set the temperature to 72 degrees. Otherwise, like me, you might have noticed I'm over here kind of sweating a little bit, but it's all right, ain't no thing. Sometimes in Houston, they don't even have any electricity over there, so it can be a hot 120 degrees inside the house, whereas outside it feels a lot nicer when it's 105 degrees. That's no joke. I've been there many times, so if you want to have a nice shooting experience, I'd recommend coming in, setting that temperature to a cool 72, and have fun shooting the house. Now, if you like any of the information I'm putting out so far, a thumbs up or a subscribe is always appreciated. Thank you to all those who continue to come out to the channel. Thank you to all those who are new to the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below. I always like to help everybody that I can. You all take care and have a great day.